Hey you guys, Chi Chi here with another video, and this is basically a reaction video into the footage that was released of Sean P. Diddy Combs being physically abusive towards Cassie. And that video is just so brutal. It was it was graphic, it was traumatizing, it was it was violent. It was like, wow, like undeniable, And I believed Cassie from the beginning. I usually take the stance of believing the victims, that come forth with their truth. And with Cassie, I believed her from day one. I've been very vocal about, supporting Cassie and, supporting victims in general, especially women. So to have this come out, my first thought was like, oh my gosh, like how embarrassing, but also like rehashing the trauma for Cassie, it's like, oh my gosh, we have this footage that like vindicates her and that proves that she was indeed telling the truth, because this same scenario is one of many that was recounted in the legal documents. So it's like, we have the footage, like, so any naysayers out there that was like, oh, she was just trying to get his money, oh, it's a money grab, oh, they're trying to tear a black man down, oh, why she waited all this time, why she didn't leave soon, she stayed, she knows she was doing all these excuses. It's like, shut the fuck up. The footage is right there, the evidence is right there. You can't unsee that. You can't unhear that. You can't unsee that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a sigh of relief of like, okay, now all those people that's like, throwing so much hate and disbelief towards Cassie can chill the fuck out now. But also it's like, oh my gosh, now everyone is seeing what she went through. I'm sure how embarrassing that must be for her. Yes, she's married again. She has her beautiful family, but she still has a husband. She still has kids, you know what I'm saying? And she's still grieving. She's still recovering from all those years that she was with him. I want to say it was over 10 years that they were together, and it wasn't too long ago that they broke up. It was like, right before the pandemic, like 2019, where they broke up, and here we are in 2024. The footage is from like 2016, like 8 years ago, you guys. So I'm also thinking like, the hotel just sat on this footage. Like, this is what they do. They have this footage that shows crime being committed, and they just don't do anything about it, So it just goes to show again how this country really feels about women, and how there is just really a slew foot when it comes to doing what it takes to protect women and to follow through on justice for women. So I've been thinking about Cassie and sending her love, and just send her as much love and healing energy as possible, because I can't imagine what she must be going through right now. It's so frustrating, and it's so disappointing, because like, as a millennial, like, we are not okay. This week has just been so intense. It's just so much going on in regards to like the entertainment industry and everything, and I'm gonna do like separate videos on everything that's going out. But like, this with Diddy, this with Cassie, the Drake stuff, like the Justin Bieber, the Usher, all these celebrities, and all of these like dark energy when it comes to the entertainment industry. J-Lo and her fall, the Kardashians, people are hating them. It's just like so much going on. But I really want to focus this on like the Diddy video. That like, Cassie was okay. So if you hadn't seen the video, it's on CNN. First of all, of course, I can't play it here, but search CNN. If you type Diddy in Google, it's gonna pop up. Like, you can't unsee that. Like, Cassie was walking in it looked like a zipped up dark hoodie, like a navy blue black hoodie, and with sunglasses on, pants. She was totally covered up, carrying like a tote or whatever, walking to the elevator. Not long after she pressed the button, Sean P. Diddy Combs comes flying around the corner, juicy ass skin, because he just got out the shower, but he has a towel wrapped around him. So he's one hand out, hauling ass to the elevator to catch up with Cassie. And when he catches up with her, he grabs her by the neck and throws her down to the ground, and then goes back to kick her. And he yanks her by the hair, and he kicks her again, and he drags her. All of this is happening within seconds while he has a towel on. So it's like, imagine if he was fully clothed. Imagine if he had some Timberland boots on, if he had just some shoes on. Imagine if, like, that was horrible. That's what he was willing to do. Imagine what he does behind closed doors, where he knows there's no potential of cameras. He did that in the hallway. I'm not sure if he rented the whole floor or what, or someone could have stepped off the elevator. And then there was a point where she went to the corner to use the phone. He followed her in the corner, sat down, and threw a glass vase at her, at least one. It was probably multiple, but it was at least one. He intentionally picked up a glass vase and hurled it at her, seeking out more violence, antagonizing her, taunting her, terrorizing her, making her feel like in her reaction, when he grabbed her by the throat and threw her down, she immediately went into fetal position. And that lets you know she's been through this before. She didn't even try to fight back. Because if it was like your first encounter or something, it's usually someone like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, she wasn't shocked. She wasn't surprised by that reaction. She was like bracing for impact because she didn't even like try to fight him off when he came around that corner. She knew he was right there, but she didn't even react. She just stood there and just waited and braced for impact. And that goes to show you right there, she's been in that position before. He's done that to her before. He's laid hands on her before. So now moving forward, we know for a fact that P. Diddy beats women, that he traumatizes and terrorizes women. He stomps women. P. Diddy drags women by the hair. P. Diddy throws objects at women. P. Diddy is violent towards women. Like that's a fact. Those are facts. You know what I'm saying? That's undisputed evidence. And we saw the bruises. Like, there have been photos that have been released where you can see Cassie's bruises. Like the proof is in the pudding. So when it comes to these men, for the guys that observe abusive behavior with their friends, with their family, with their co-workers, with their associates, we need more men to speak up to those men to say, hey, that's not cool. Don't do that. Don't speak to her like that. Don't do that to them. Unhand them. Let these women go. Don't touch these women. Like, y'all need to come out straight up and say, don't hurt these women to these men, because they're doing stupid shit and thinking it's okay. You know, it's like, if you don't like women, you're going to act like that. You're going to be disrespectful if you don't like women. You're going to degrade women by calling them out their name. You're going to go out of your way to be abusive towards women if you don't like women for real. You're going to be violent towards women if you don't like women for real. You're going to be violent towards women because you see them as the enemy. So you're going to be violent towards somebody that you see as your enemy because you're not on their side. You don't care for their well-being. You don't care for their success. You don't care for their livelihood. You don't love them. You don't care about them. You don't give a fuck about women. That's how you act when you don't like women. You're abusive and you're violent. Exactly how he was acting. He acts as if when men like men for real, they're nice to men. You know, Mims, he used the phrase, not catcalling, but pussycatting, like where you being like, you know, accommodating and sweet and patient and nice. Like, it's a lot of footage out there where Diddy's being real nice and accommodating to the men. Oh, hey, daddy, you know, rubbing people, trying to give people kisses, just like real sweet and, you know, accommodating when it comes to the men. But then when it comes to the women, that's how you treat them. It's been known that he put hands on Lil' Kim. It's been known that he put hands on his baby, the mother of his children, Kim Porter. It's been known that he put hands on his other baby, mother of his kids, Misa Hilton, I believe is her name. So he's known to beat women. Okay, we don't even know if and what he did to J-Lo. You know, if anything, we see for ourselves with all the footage from the TV shows he was on and produced, Making the Band, I Want to Work with Diddy, The Four, all these shows where he's shown his personality, he's always been intense. He's always been very verbally aggressive. He's always been verbally abusive. So we're not really surprised, right? But it's still like, damn, to see someone beating someone for real, it's traumatizing, especially as a millennial. Like, P. Diddy is the soundtrack of our growing up. You know what I'm saying? Our school dances and stuff. A lot of bad boy hits are up in there. So as a millennial, this is traumatizing. Cassie, I think she came out in like '06. You know, that's like early college, high school years, you know? So this saddens me. This saddens me as a lover of music, as a lover of hip hop culture, as a lover of R&B culture, as a lover of music. This saddens me, okay? I love Cassie. She's a Virgo friend, okay? Virgo queen. Her and I did a chart on I did a video on P. Diddy's chart and Cassie's chart. So if you're interested to see how they line up with each other, check my channel and watch that. Please give this video a like if you're still watching, and thank you for your support. But yes, like, watching that video was very traumatizing and very triggering, because we've all, I'm sure at some point, have witnessed a man being verbally abusive to a woman, a man being a guy being verbally abusive to their girlfriend, a guy being verbally abusive to their fiance, their wife, their sister, their mother. They're doing this in front of people and no one challenges them. Why is that? We got to start standing up to these bullies. We got to start using our power like Cassie. She did what had to be done. Cassie, she erected in her power. She stood up for herself. She used her voice. Okay, she was unafraid. She had tremendous and still has such tremendous courage and bravery. Like, love and word to Cassie. Okay, like, bravo. I know her taking action has inspired so many people, not just women, but people, to rise in their power and to use their voice to speak their truth. So I am just so proud of Cassie. I want to send her so much love and healing energy and protection. And I'm so inspired by her, you know. But dad, what point was I trying to make? Anywho, yes, standing up to these bullies. Like, these women, if you know you have a good relationship with the man that respects you, tell them straight up, hey, can you tell Andy to chill out, to stop disrespecting Sheila? Hey, Mark, can you relax? You know, like, call these people out. We need to start standing up and speaking on what's right. Stop having small talk on stupid shit and start having conversations that really mean something. We need to be reminding each other of character, respect, values. Like, if you're around someone and they're still making excuses for P. Diddy, when we all see the footage here, if they're still making excuses, it's like, okay, those are your values. You believe being abusive towards women is okay. I do not believe that being abusive towards women is okay, or being abusive to anyone that doesn't deserve it, right? Like, you don't hit someone that's not hitting you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? And women absolutely need to become more comfortable defending themselves. And that includes using your words, speaking up, telling someone stop, telling someone no, looking them in the eye, giving eye contact, being very assertive in your posture, shoulders back. You know, try to be mindful to not cower in your body language. You know, don't try to, be really coward. Use your voice. Speak up. Speak from your belly button, okay? And take your time. Breathe. You don't have to rush through the explanation. It's okay to take a breath, collect your thoughts, and succinctly, in so many words, tell someone, how you feel, how they made you feel, what you think about the situation. You don't have to give this long, drawn out, argument. You don't have to engage in tit for tat arguing with them, but you can assert yourself and telling someone, you will not disrespect me. You will not touch me. You cannot touch me. Do not go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be very clear and short, but that's going to take practice, right? That's going to take you building up that courage muscle and working that courage muscle. But just know that is something that can help anyone. Just knowing how to use your voice and say no, and asserting what your boundaries are, So, again, the video's on CNN. You can look it up for yourself. But, We need to start using our voice, you guys, and saying what's right and what's wrong. You know, abuse is wrong anyway, but especially being a man being abusive towards women, you know, that's not giving I like women energy. That's giving I don't like women energy. That's I can't stand women energy. That's I hate women energy. That's kill death to all women type of energy when men are like that towards women. That's not being aggressive towards them. Like he chased her. He followed her. He sought her out. You know what I'm saying? Like he went towards her. He could have just let her be. But no, that would be the peaceful route. You know what I'm saying? Like the alpha male response would be to let someone go if they don't want to be there. The alpha male reaction is you know your power, you know your worth. So if someone wants to go, then let them go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to keep someone there, if you have to force someone to be there, that's a control issue. That's a power imbalance. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a need to own something, to contain something, and that's not love. You know what I'm saying? Like to make someone your prisoner, to make someone feel bad emotionally, to make someone feel alone, to make someone feel like they're at fault for the abuse they're receiving. That's all mind games, manipulation, and bullshit. That's narcissistic gaslighting behavior. It's abusive. It's disgusting and it's vile. And we see it all the time. But a lot of times we don't say anything because, oh, you know, they're just playing. Oh, well, you know, he don't mean it. Oh, well, you know, he can't control what he said. No, we need to start checking people, okay? We need to start checking people because half the time these people hadn't even been raised by parents because they were raised on the iPad. They were raised by parents that didn't even want them, that didn't even want to take the time to teach them social skills. We're dealing with people that are also coming through the pandemic. So a lot of us have to be retaught on how to socialize with each other. A lot of people have been chronically online where all they do is talk shit online all day. So then when they come out in the real world, they don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to respect people. They don't know how to engage. It's like truly people need to be taught again how to engage with one another because this technology and this, you know, people being programmed to believe that abuse is okay, that violence towards women is okay. Like there is a rise in violence and abuse towards women, and I'll make a separate video on that. But at the end of the day, when it comes to this video with Diddy and Cassie, it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. The evidence is right there. So if you still have some people around you defending like, oh, well, this was one time. Oh, well, you know, like making any type of excuse, it is what it is. Okay? They value that that's okay. That's not a big deal. Well, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their value. That's what they believe in. So just ask yourself if you want to align yourself with someone that thinks like that, that believes like that. Because if you was in that situation, they would probably leave you right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little 2 cents on it. Love and healing to Cassie. But again, I'm just so proud of her, the bravery it took for all these other doors to open, you know? So, but it is what it is. And P. Diddy is done. He definitely did that shit and he is done. And this is so disappointing as a millennial that has grown up on his art, on his music, on, you know, the artists that he's brought out. This is so disappointing, you know? And like I said, I believe Cassie from the beginning. This is nothing new because we've all seen the signs over the years, but for some reason we all was under the same hypnotic, the same magic spell that was just so in love and entranced with the music. But it is what it is now, and the women are not having it. The women are standing up. It's time we stand up. Men, alpha men, men that protect and defend and appreciate women. We need you, okay? We don't want to be afraid of you. I'm about to make a video on the man and the bear situation, so check that out down below. I'm gonna make a video on the Drake situation. Like, I have so many subjects I want to tackle, but men, we need you out here to protect us because there's so many more men that think that this type of behavior is okay, and and you can spot them out by how, if they make an excuse on the situation, if they make any other excuse after seeing this video, those are the people that are doing it too. Those are the people that witness it and don't say shit. Those are the people that are going through it but not saying anything about themselves, okay? Those are the people that don't see anything wrong with it. So just consider if you want to associate yourself with those type of people. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your feelings. Keep it respectful, of course. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And again, loving healing to Cassie.